Stop, cunts. This is LadyLicious. I'm Mandy.
Cindy.
It's been a while. Anything good going on?
My dog's annoying as shit. That's really about it.
Yeah, Rosie's crying in the corner. That balls. Little bag of balls. Exciting. So I'm excited about tonight. What about you?
Always.
All right, hold it back. Hold back that fucking excitement.
Always.
So we were definitely going to do some origins of different like sayings and stuff, and we also wanted to give a big shout out to Pee-wee Herman because he had enough quotes out there. So we're going to start with some sayings, but before we get any further in memory of Pee-wee Herman's Playhouse, we're going to try and do the whole secret word thing. If you don't remember the secret word, Pee-wee would get a secret word. It was a random word that he would hold up a sign, and nobody else knew what the word was, and everybody would scream and yell when somebody said the word. So me and Cindy are not going to know the secret word, but Nate is going to show you the secret word, and he will let us know if we happen to say it tonight at any point in time. That's the secret word. For you listeners, you're just going to have to wait until you hear it as well, because that's just how it works. You'll just be just as surprised. Yay. All right, I've talked enough so far. What do you want to talk about?
My annoying ass dog.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a couple things that I came up with. Are we doing? I'll start with
origin
a couple
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can start with origin.
It ends with Pee-wee.
It ends with Pee-wee.
For the most part.
So there's a couple things that are just like commonly mispronounced. Some are. I do have some origins, but one of them is, which I didn't know this. Hunger pains.
Hunger pangs.
Yeah, didn't know that.
You thought it was hunger pains.
Yeah.
Oh. Rosie.
100%. She's.
Oh,
What was
fucking Rosie.
I was like, was it?
All right, there's the secret word, Rosie.
There it is.
Boom! I said it again, and you're supposed to keep doing. Okay.
You hear that, Rosie? You are the secret word.
Nate's gonna hate you. Okay.
Yeah. Another one. This one I knew, which I don't think I've ever met anyone who says. I guess it's commonly dog biting my time when it's animal.
Is it biting?
It's biting, but I've never met anyone that says biting.
I've never met anybody that says biting either.
Smack me. I've never met anyone that says biting, but I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I've never heard that either, but I could see how people would make that mistake.
I still don't even see how that would be like a thing. Oh, bye.
She sees somebody else getting pet.
Yeah.
Or he.
So the phrase "hands down," I can tell you that origin very quickly. It's very short, simple, to the point.
I'm ready to listen. I'm excited.
It comes from horse racing.
Ooh.
Which
I get it.
So if you're way ahead of everyone else, you can relax your grip on the reins and let your hands down. So when you win hands down, it means you win easily.
Nice. I
like it. All right, that was all right, she's excited about it too.
The dog loves
it. Yeah. The whole shebang. I've said it. I've had no idea where it comes from.
She bangs.
Yes.
Dog.
It comes from the Civil War era, referring to a hut, a shed, or a cluster of bushes where you're staying. So
So if I just throw stuff in the woods, it's
so
my
it said
shebang.
some officers wrote home about running the shebang, meaning like the encampment.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Animal.
Animal.
Yeah. I think the number one. Yeah, I guess the number one is
Dog.
which still even like till this day
Come here.
people say wrong. Play it by ear. Where some people say, well, a lot of people say play it by ear. It's not.
Play it by year, yeah.
It's not.
No.
But it's because it's play without a music sheet. So you're either winging it or you just know it really well.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of people that say play it by ear, which for a while I think made more sense. Like, okay, I get
guess.
it.
I mean, it could be its own thing.
I guess.
You're like mind boggling.
Animal.
Rosie.
No, you slow on the draw.
Okay. Come here, puppy.
It's all right. She wants this stupid fucking.
She wants the fucking balls.
Yeah.
She wants a bag of balls. Might as
That's
well.
fine. You can just dump them.
So she could just look at him and not fucking
Yeah.
play with them like she did earlier when I did it. Bitch.
Doggy Dog World. It's actually Dog Eat Dog World, which
Yeah.
I mean, you know. This one, all right. So this one irritates me. Irregardless. It irks me. Yes, it's regardless, but it irks me to no fucking end when someone irregardless. I don't even know what that means. That's never been a thing. I don't know. Like nip it
for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, that's nip it in the bud. People say nip it in the butt, but that's
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to refer to a rose.
yeah. Butt naked.
Buck naked. Buck
Naked.
in my birthday suit.
I did think of that actually when I read that one.
For all you don't know, that means what you're born in.
Yeah, it's you're naked.
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 You're naked.
I still really think that hunger pains is like that should be a thing.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
I mean,
You know, it's like getting hangry.
I just don't. I don't know. It's whatever.
Maybe because
Hunger
it's-
pang is stupid.
I'm sorry.
Fucking. I don't know that. Pass mustard. Passes muster.
Passes the buster?
Passes. If something passes muster, it just means it's satisfactory. But people say pass mustard,
Oh my god.
which you have to be kind of
Do you have any gray
stupid.
poupon?
like. I don't. First come, first serve. First come, first served. Like you got served. And apparently, if you can't spell, it's peace of mind. Piece. Yeah, peace of mind. By and large. By and large makes much sense. Regardless, only the latter phrase is the
I
correct
could
way.
care less.
In general, I guess. Due diligence. So a lot of it also comes down to like not just how you spell them. Like due diligence, it's not D-O.
Right. It's D-U-E.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends on if you pass school or not. You know, like I don't.
Do you know what there and there are?
No, there's people that don't. Your, and your.
Yeah, that one's fun too. Or 2, 2, and 2.
It irritates the living fuck out of me. Okay. If you don't know your, and your, don't speak to me. Definitely don't text me.
Don't come at me with
Don't
you are.
Yeah, don't tell me that you are. I can't.
Don't give her a K.
No. I
I'm
don't
just
really
kidding.
care
I
about
don't
that.
really care about that either.
You've got another thing coming.
I do.
It's actually you've got another think coming.
Oh,
Think.
Think.
Meaning like another
Yeah,
thought or
think.
belief will soon replace the one that you currently have. Like
You have another thought.
like if
God-
if
God
that's what you
forbid.
think, you got another
Yeah.
So you got another think coming. So that I didn't know either.
That's interesting. I did not
Right.
know that.
Do a 360. And
Yeah.
I learned this like when I was young from watching Last Action Hero.
Of all things.
Yeah, because it says do a 360, and the dude's like, "No, you're an idiot. Do a 180. If you do a 360, you'd be
just
right back where you started."
are.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I learned that when I was the age of like 10. Worst comes to worst. People say worst come to worst. Worst comes to worst, but that's not.
Are these all like politically correct sayings?
They're just things that
And
people
we
say,
changed it?
and we just fuck them up.
Yeah, I think it's just
We
the.
changed
I think it's
Yeah.
just the English.
We're John-tastic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For all intensive purposes,
But
Bro.
it's supposed to be for all
For all-
intents and purposes.
right? But I think some of it's just I don't know. I don't
Some
even
people
know.
I think talk fast too
Yeah,
for something
but like
that.
I don't think there's a lot of people that like this one's again like a lot of it's like grammar, like whet your appetite, but it's like wet like WHET,
Yeah,
and it's
whet.
your
It's
YOUR
it's wet,
wet
like whip,
cool whip.
cool whip.
One in the same. I've heard people say a lot.
One and the same.
One and the same.
Mm-hmm.
One in
Is
Yeah.
it one and the same?
It's one and the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one and the
Because
same.
I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. Worst case scenario.
there's a bathroom on the right.
Oh wait, it's not honing in.
Whole wheat, baby.
Oh, it's not honing in.
No.
It's homing in.
Homing, yeah.
Homing
in.
You knew that?
Yeah.
You fucking liar. You're a goddamn liar. No, you did not.
It's homing in, like heading home, like home in on something.
Who
I'm sorry.
who knows that shit?
I know you're and your.
So do I. But spitting image. You know that one?
Is it supposed to be spitting image?
No.
What is it?
Spit an image.
Mm.
You knew that one?
No.
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say you lying too.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Nodding and approval.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, spitting. I can't spit an image.
That just sounds stupid. I like spitting an image.
Statute of limitations.
The statute.
Yeah, just statute of limitations. But
Right, so people say statue instead of statute.
yeah, I guess so. Okay, yeah, that make case endpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What that one's supposed to be.
Case in point.
Case in.
I don't know who. I don't know who exactly like revised them and was like, you know what, this is what we're gonna say now. I did figure out where Paint the Town Red came from.
Well, I did read something about that, but you could tell it. Go
did.
for it.
1837.
Damn.
And basically it was like a bunch of like drunk hooligans running and causing havoc in the streets of I don't know, some English town, like Waterford. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. But it basically they were just like pulling knockers off doors, knocking trash cans over, and just one part of it was just painting shit red.
It was like mischief night.
Kind of, but I think they were just
I
they were just like having a good night.
They were drunk too or something, right?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
just a drunken escapade is what is
Escapade.
quoted in here.
I like it.
Running amok. It's a diagnosable mental condition.
Oh.
I mean, you know, the third degree, that's a go on.
Why is it the third degree?
It's hard-nosed questioning style.
Hmm.
It derived from Freemasons and like an old fraternity.
Okay.
Yeah. Third degree members are master masons.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. So it's like their level.
Yeah, kind of. So, I mean, I don't know if reading these and like looking them, I don't know if like I feel dumber for having not knowing some of these, or if maybe I just didn't pay attention in school, I guess.
Well, no, I mean, like, even I was looking up stuff and was like, oh, okay, like, that makes sense. And then other stuff, I was like, what?
But I think that some of it's even. I think it's like proper English. Like if you say exclamation mark and exclamation point, one like they're not wrong. It's just one of them is more.
Is the
I get one
the
with more like
actual
U.S.
name.
terms, I guess, which I think is exclamation.
It's like the
Point.
scientific name.
Yeah, something like that. I guess by on accident. I don't like when people say on accident.
It's by accident.
Yeah, I don't know who says on accident.
Some
If you say
people
on
do.
accident, you're a fucking tool. Sorry, like
It's been said. I don't know. I've heard it.
so
I've
have
heard
I. I like it. It wouldn't even make sense. Like, sorry, it was on accident.
I don't know. That doesn't really matter though. That's not like a saying. Like, you know what I mean? In the saying.
No, well, I mean, apparently this is 55 common
Okay.
mispronounce, and I guess on and by is
Okay. They would prefer that preposition over the other.
pawned off.
Isn't it pawned?
Yeah, but it's not palmed.
It's palmed
Off,
Oh, okay.
meaning to trick someone. But like, I just think of like,
I get it.
I feel like that's like a term for like jerking off. Like, yeah, you palm off. Like,
it's Palm Sunday,
yeah, what's he doing? Yeah,
bitches.
he's palming off. Like,
It's Palm Sunday.
well, I mean, hey,
Okay.
yes. What are you eating? This one's.
I don't know, but she's quiet.
Scott Spring. Shoe in, but yeah, again, like shoe in, it's not like shoe in, it's shoe, like shoe. Something easily ushered.
Easily get in.
Yeah.
It's a whore.
It's not beck and call. I like, dude. I need to like. I feel like I want to try and add these in my everyday vocabulary and like fix them, but I've been saying them wrong for so long. It's not going to change.
So what's beck and call?
Beck and call.
Yeah.
I like beck and call. Like beck.
Close enough.
It's close enough.
People use the end.
If you say it,
It's like stop.
beck it, like beck and
and
call.
call.
Like,
Yeah, beck
I'm
and
at your
call.
every beck and call. Like,
Mhm.
No.
He's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm
Should
not.
have been a secret word.
like this, I never. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean,
Like that.
there's a mute point. People say a
A
mute.
moot.
Yeah, a moot.
It's moot.
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 Yeah, debatable.
It's moot.
Fall by the wayside. And it's fallen by the wayside, which
Sounds terrible.
chalk it up. I don't say chalk.
Chalk.
Yeah.
Isn't it chalk?
It is chalk. I say chalk that. I don't know who says chalk. Chalk, I think of like a truck wheel
Might have
chalk.
to use that.
What?
Chalk that up.
Chalk that up, bitch.
Chalk that up.
Chalk it.
Chalk it up and go palm up, you know? Like,
Chalk it, palm up.
yeah, I don't know. But I the biggest one I think is play it by ear or play it by ear. And then there's what was it? Shit, there was another one I forgot. When I think about it, what do you have that I've probably said wrong on a daily basis?
What made me want to do this was the word shotgun. Like, where the heck did that come from for people to
like
want
a
to
shotgun
drive?
wedding?
So no, like in your car when you yell shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to know where that came from. So it actually came from Paul Revere and how his shotgun rode by his side for the run for the ride of Paul Revere.
Oh, that's simple.
It is. It's so simple. I also thought this one was interesting. So the reason that they say break leg is so that you'll get into the cast.
But I feel like if you say it on opening night, you're already in the cast. You're doing
True.
unless then it just became like a good luck.
I guess it just became good luck.
thing.
But I mean, I get it. Like, you know, this one on the fly. Do you know what that means?
like
Where it came? Like,
I don't know where it came. I mean, I said it, but
it's basically like the amount of time a baseball, like it could be do it so quick that it's in the time before it touches the ground after a hit.
oh, okay. I got you.
What else did I like? So everybody in the like 20s, everything they thought was cool, they put an animal with it, like the bee's knees or the cat's pajamas
Mhm.
or hot dog.
I like the cat's pajamas.
Hot dog. I know. I like the
cat's
cat's
pajamas. Is
pajamas.
always
Some people
favorite.
say this saying, "A stitch in time saves 9."
I've heard it. I've never in my life used it in a
So
sentence.
what it means is, so say you have a small. So it probably, well, there's I think there's a stitch in time is a book or something, but it's basically like if you solve your little problems before they get bigger, it's kind of like if you have a little hole, if you stitch it now, it'll stay
Okay.
small
Alright.
instead of getting really big.
Unless you suck at sewing, then it's just
Unless you suck at that, yeah. I mean, well, you can ask somebody else.
true.
What else? I also like shake a stick at because I thought this was funny. It's when the sheep herder had too many sheep, so he would shake a stick at them, tell them to go away and run away.
Okay.
This one, butter them up. It was in India or like an Indian custom where they would throw butter at the statues of the gods to ask for forgiveness. Fucking waste of butter. Yeah.
Yeah. But they like
Um,
made it themselves. It's fine.
The bite the bullet was distract from pain. They would have you bite on a bullet because
Why
it
are
would
you
help
here?
you.
Get away.
So this one I thought was interesting too. So blood is thicker than water. Most people actually thought that that meant your family, and it wasn't. In the Bible, it was from a Bible saying where they meant blood is thicker than water, but they meant like your army buddies, like that's the family that they meant. Like that blood was thicker because they're all sharing blood together. So it actually wasn't your family; it was people that you fought with, or.
But I mean, I still think that's.
Yes, I mean it
just like
does
the same-
count, but that's where the origin
got
came
you.
from. Like
I
that's
got
what
you.
the actual thought was, you know.
Mm.
Like I like what you did here. Okay, so this one I thought was kind of horrible, but interesting nonetheless. The cat got your tongue.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. That was a good.
So that's when they used to take this like whip. It was called the cat o' nine tails, and it was used by the Navy for flogging. And they cut the tongues out to feed the cats for blasphemy. That was the second.
See,
thing.
the one that I
They would
I
do
thought
either
was
that flogging, or they would actually cut the tongues out and feed them to cats for blasphemy, like church people would do that.
that is not
No,
what I
that's
have.
crazy. What did you have?
The Egyptians.
Okay,
I mean, still the same thing.
that's it.
They
Just
fed
the
them to cats.
Egyptians,
Egyptians cutting out tongues and feeding them to cats.
Yeah,
While
they said they
others
would-
believe it was originated from
Yeah.
flogging, the Egyptians were like, "No, that's
Yeah,
my bitch."
that's what they said. They would cut them out and feed them to the cats.
Yeah, Egyptians are like
This one I thought
trademark
was cool.
owned it.
Giving
got your
someone
tongue.
the cold shoulder.
Oh, now I don't ever want to say like, "Oh, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue." That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. I don't think I want to say that. Don't say that no more. Get woke.
Get
Fucking woke.
Get woke.
Please ignore that I said that word. So cold shoulder was another one. So in medieval times, when they wanted you to leave, like and go home, they would take a piece of meat and throw it on your shoulder.
Why?
I don't know. It was a nice gesture to send you home with some cold meat.
Why?
Giving them the cold shoulder.
I mean, I feel like meat's kind of expensive. So, like, if someone was just like having
it's a
this
nice
meat,
gesture saying, "Here, have some meat, but get the fuck out of my house."
that's fine. I'll do
But I'm
that.
saying,
But
yeah,
if you
that's,
give
you
me
know.
like a nice like ribeye or T-bone on my way out, I'll be like,
I mean, I'm not going to be
Thanks.
upset with you that you just did that to me.
I mean, I get it.
That was a cooler cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Cold turkey. The reason that they use turkey is because they think people that are going through withdrawal look like the color of the grayish like
That's fucked
turkey.
up.
Yeah. Sleep tight. Back in like Shakespeare time, mattresses were like held with ropes, so if you pulled them tight, it would make the bed firmer. So they would say sleep tight.
Interesting.
Yellow bellied. This one's interesting. This is straight Jesus. It's Judas. It's the cowardice.
Oh.
From his,
I think I did know that.
his thing. Another one was kick the bucket. This was bad. So this was something that they would call an animal that they just killed to like, butcher or whatever. And they would be draining it into the bucket, and the spasming animal is dying and kicking the bucket as it's draining. So I don't even want to say that anymore.
I don't think I've said
They
it.
kick the bucket.
I don't think I've said that.
So that's all I have for like my saying stuff. The rest is all Pee-wee. Okay, Rosie. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, Steal Your Thunder was one of them from like Macbeth.
Sorry.
Spill the Beans. That was a good one.
I did see something about
Yeah,
that.
Spill the Beans. It's controversial where it came from, but they say
It was something
they
about,
say Greece and people would vote anonymously.
and they would put their color bean in, and if people spilled it, everybody saw what it was, right?
Yeah,
Something
like
that.
yay or nay, and then
Mhm.
that's how they got it. Rule of thumb. I knew that only just from Boondock
Yeah, like
Saints.
doing it by eye or whatever, isn't it? Like just doing it on your own.
What rule of thumb? No.
What is it?
Well, the Boondock Saints version that I remember.
Does that matter?
Yeah, because it's not with Google, or I'm sorry,
Well, what does
BuzzFeed.
Google say it is?
BuzzFeed, it says Christians were foolish builders and who
Yes,
build.
they would do stuff by
Yeah,
eye.
but I like the Boondock Saints one where it's like, yo, rule of thumb, they can't hit you with anything wider than their thumb.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Because like beating wives back then was a thing, but they couldn't hit you with anything wider than that.
Okay.
You know what?
Who's
Whatever.
here? Go see mom.
But yeah, all right, go ahead. What is your Pee-wee Herman?
I do have some
Pee-wee Herman things for me.
So I have some Pee-wee Herman quotes. They're
Okay.
just famous quotes. There are, and I think you'll remember more of them once I say them. First one, obviously. I know you are, but what am I? I don't make monkeys. I just train them. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You don't want to get mixed up with me.
I like
I'm a
your
loner.
Pee-wee Herman voice that you have.
I'm a rebel. So go ahead, scream your head off. We're miles from where anyone can hear you. Is there something you can share with the rest of us, amazing Larry? These are all from the movie. I meant to do that. Why don't you take a picture? It lasts longer.
Yeah, but that's, I think, some of them are more of just like key phrases that he said, like not even.
Yeah, but
just
that's what I
in the
mean. Like
movie.
stuff that he said a lot. Like,
Yeah.
Be sure and tell him Large Marge sent you.
A buddy of mine that I went to school with, he was in a band
Mm-hmm.
called Large Marge and the Tell 'em I Sent Yous. I thought that was pretty.
And the Tell him I sent yous, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
But he's been like obsessed with Pee-wee Herman. Like
I think it's in the Tell him I sent yous that I like.
yeah, but he's been obsessed with Pee-wee Herman since like he was a kid. So like I mean he has got like a whole sleeve of Pee-wee Herman. So actually when Pee-wee Herman died, like he was pretty down about it.
I love him. I love his laugh. He said, "What exactly leads you to believe that the Soviets were involved?"
That is not a common.
That's something that he says a lot. That was like a famous quote from his movie, is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry that you don't like my quotes. This one that they wrote in here, I've never even heard him say it. Everyone has a big butt, but let's talk about your big butt. I don't remember him saying that ever, just to be clear.
No idea.
Do you have anything cool about Pee-wee you want to talk about?
I like this red bow tie. Okay,
so I'm Pee-weeing it up. All right. So I'll just give you guys some interesting facts about Pee-wee, I guess. His first stage appearance was in 1977. His suit that he had was a loner. Not a rebel, but
I was actually going to say that.
it was given to him by Gary Austin, and he actually never gave it back. He had a black bow tie he started with, but changed it to red, but the white shoes were his. And what I noticed in that video we watched earlier, dude, the fucking heels were high as fuck in that thing. Like, how'd he walk? That fucking shit had to hurt. And he's dancing. Anyway,
I can't even do that.
he actually tried his persona on the dating game and won a date. It actually was on the Pee-wee's Big Adventure was built on a $7 million budget and gained $40 million in the box office. 41 million, sorry.
And that's what in the 80s.
Yeah, 1985.
Yeah, that's big. That's huge.
Yeah. It was actually his show was actually supposed to be animated, but he really liked Howdy Doody, so he tried to focus it on that. Interesting tidbit: Cyndi Lauper sings the actual Pee-wee's Playhouse song.
I think that I didn't know. But I mean, now that you said the Howdy Doody thing, that makes more sense.
Yeah, because he wanted to like kind of base it on that, like where
I
there
can
was
see that now.
characters.
Okay. A little ode to Howdy Doody.
There's actually a lot of stars that got their start from Pee-wee's Playhouse. So he started the Pee-wee character on a show on a group called Groundlings, where you're fucking stealing shit, you freaking asshole dog. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't know what the fuck it is, but he likes everything you have. Or she. God damn it. Where was I? Some stars that were on his show. Phil Hartman as Captain Carl. But he only did one season because then he left to go to SNL. Epatha Merkerson. She might be like Epatha Smith, the one from Law and Order.
Which one was that?
Epatha Merkerson. I think it's her name Smith now or whatever, but she was on Law and Order, black woman. She was like their boss on the cops.
I'll have to Google it.
She's also on Chicago Med. She's Sharon, the like head of the
I've never watched it.
hospital.
Proceed.
Natasha Leone. Do you know who she is?
Probably.
She's the Russian doll girl.
Oh yeah.
So she used to be one of the little kids on the show.
Yes.
Lauren.
There's actually a picture of her when you pull her up.
Yeah, it's her.
She's cute little.
She is cute. And then there was two people that made like a lot of appearances, and that was Jimmy Smits and Lawrence Fishburne. Asking him if he wants a red or blue pill, but he was actually he was the cowboy, Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I can't think of his fucking name on there, but Rob Zombie and John Singleton were actually the production assistants on the Pee-wee Herman's Playhouse.
Okay.
Pee-wee did actually try out. Well, Paul Reubens tried out for SNL, but had no luck. So then he actually helped. He got like he did the persona like on stage and stuff, and you know like had his show called Pee-wee's Playhouse, or no, I'm sorry, the Pee-wee Herman show, and then he had Pee-wee's Playhouse. Later,
I know where Pee-wee came from.
He picked that out. He actually liked something from like a little kid or something like that.
The name of a harmonica.
Oh, that's right. It was on harmonica, but he used the voice off of a kid he met or something.
Yeah, the name the name Pee-wee was just it was a nickname that he saw and he just loved it.
Tim Burton actually was the one that directed Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It was his debut film.
Beetlejuice?
Tim Burton.
Is that Beetlejuice?
No, I don't know if he's Beetlejuice, but he's oh my god, like Coral. What else the heck is he?
Like Corpse Bride. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all that kind of stuff. Tim Burton's like, yeah.
He's bomb.
He's a bomb.com.
So when his show went to Pee-wee's actually Playhouse, it was on CBS, and they actually spent a whopping $325,000 an episode. He had full creative control, and then he decided to take a break, and then July 26, 1991, he was caught in the theater masturbating to the movie Nurse Nancy, saying he was bored. He had a $219 bail, a $50 fine, $85 in court fees.
That's it.
And yeah,
God damn.
He also had to do a 30
nowadays.
He also had to do a 30-second
You're right.
announcement for Drug-Free America, so they would seal his records. He made appearances in places like or movies like Batman Returns, Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
I think that was his most infamous one.
Which one?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I mean, that one he was
Like,
definitely in.
outside
Yeah.
of like Pee-wee.
He was.
But like,
And
and
then
a
he's
lot of
kicking the wall.
yeah, but a lot of people also don't realize that is
Buffy.
him, and he himself, well, not Pee-wee, but acted until 2021.
Yeah, he's also the Penguin's
his name?
father in Batman Returns.
Wait, what?
I missed that.
He's
missed him,
the Copperpot's father in Batman Returns.
Oh.
The Penguin.
Oswald.
Oswald Cobblepot. He was on Murphy Brown, on Duncan Checks In. He was in Matilda.
Yes, he was in Dunson. I remember Dunson
Um,
Checks In.
He did episodes of The Blacklist. He was on WWE Raw. He was 2 different characters on Reno 911. He was in an Elton John video. He was in Moonwalker.
I believe that.
Yes.
He was in Back to the Beach singing what then?
I don't remember.
Come on, the bird is the word.
Oh.
He was in Meatballs 2. He was in tons of things. He was very close, like, relationship with Debbie Mazar from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And I married Chandi Heifer, but a lot of people actually thought he might
How
be
much
gay.
would you? Yeah, I could see that. How much would you pay for his red bike?
Nothing. Honestly, I don't care.
However, that sold for
That's just crazy.
$36,000, almost $37,000.
That's just crazy.
I mean, I would buy it
Your
for
cat is
you.
losing his shit on your steps.
Tell him to stop.
Is it just when I'm here?
I think like they're
No,
fine.
Not all the time.
When I'm
Yeah.
here without you, what the fuck?
No,
Okay.
sometimes they just.
The animals.
Let me know.
Sometimes they do their own thing.
All I have left is my quiz.
guess. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Let me.
Da, 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 da.
Is it just on?
So there are 14 questions about the movie Pee-wee Herman, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Okay.
From that.
What?
That film, right?
Okay. Oof, I remember. All right.
And then the last one is a one about Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I remember the beginning, right? There wasn't the beginning like a big scene, like eggs, like it was a big breakfast with all like the contraptions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did like a whole like mousetrap kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like a whole
Hi, Mr. Breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he just eat like a piece of bacon and rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, that watching TV shows and movies like that, and I hate it because I love food, and it's just like the mom makes like a fucking 7-course meal for a breakfast, and the kid's always like, "Nope, gotta go," and takes a
Yeah.
piece of toast and runs, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's always a piece of fucking toast and some OJ. And
Yeah.
a glass. And it's in a fucking glass that they're never going to fucking bring back.
yeah, and I'm like, what?
Fucking liars.
Like, it makes me sad. It really does.
Some of these questions are very easy. So a lot of them I kind of might have went over in his stuff. All right. You ready?
Okay. Was I supposed to be taking notes?
No.
No, it's a quiz.
Some might be harder than others. I don't know. All right. So,
I'll Google for you. Just say the
Yeah.
word.
all right. What was what was the reward that Pee-wee put out for his bike? For how much? He was taping it with like 90 pounds
I
of
remember
masking tape.
that.
Remember, he's waping it around the pole. For
I
like 20
I
minutes.
remember that, but that doesn't
wait,
tell me how much.
He
but-
also switches from tape to staples out
Yes,
of nowhere.
you're focusing on the not important shit. Like,
I'm trying to give clues.
that's not a clue. Like, I remember the scene. I remember what you're talking. Was it $20,000?
No, Nate, do you know?
Yeah, right.
You want to take a guess?
Was it?
$3.99.
It was 10,000.
Oh, I was gonna say that too. Damn it.
Okay.
You were close though. You were
Well,
right.
I was, and I was like, oh,
I said
I liked.
$2.
Okay. This one might be hard, but I did say it earlier. Besides Francis, who else does Pee-wee accuse to be involved with stealing his bike? It was one of his sayings.
Shit. I knew this was a test. I knew
That's what quiz
I
means.
knew I should have taken notes.
I gave you fair warning
Who did
too.
he? I don't remember. Like I don't remember who else I know who he accused somebody. I don't remember who it was.
Hey, don't look behind the camera.
Don't look at the man behind the mask.
I don't remember.
It is the Soviets.
Oh, they're just. I gotcha.
What costume does Pee-wee dress up in at the end to get his bike back?
Dinosaur.
No. He does go in a dinosaur though.
The chicken.
No. I'll give you a hint. It's black and white. No, not an animal.
What the hell does he? Jesus. Jesus.
About to ask like security. Ask Google and cheat. Black and white. That's not. I have no idea.
A zombie. I don't know.
A nun.
Ah.
I even said Jesus.
Oh, that was a clue. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was trying. It was my sneeze.
Yeah.
Who directed Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Who you just said?
Thank
There you
There you go.
Woo! 1-0, Nate. He didn't even. He didn't even. And he
That
didn't
deserves
even
a
fucking
Rosie.
watch it.
All
He didn't even fucking watch it. All right, go ahead. All right, it's on now.
All right. What cereal does Pee-wee eat in the beginning of the movie?
Oh, is it Captain Crunch?
No, but it's yellow.
Cornflakes.
No, it's actually. I don't know. Was it actually?
No. I
It might
said
have
it.
been an actual cereal.
Frosted Flake? No.
No, it was a person. It's a person on the front.
I thought it was Captain Crunch.
He has a mohawk.
I know, and I'm like,
It's a pity. It's a pity.
Mr. T?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
Mr. T's. And there's 3
Yes.
T's.
Yes. I forgot about
T.
that.
See, she got my little hint.
I thought for sure it was Captain Crunch, but go ahead.
What was the fortune teller's name?
Uh,
Jade.
Crystal.
4 letters.
Jim. Gold.
A gem.
Ruby.
Yes.
Hey.
Madam Ruby. Okay.
Something like that.
Here we go.
I can
Where-
like see it all in my head. Like I just.
All right. Where specifically
Oh God.
does Madam Ruby say his bike is in the Alamo? Where?
She's like, I'm seeing the Alamo. Yeah.
She's like, it's in the
basement.
yes.
It's in the basement.
It's in the basement.
It's in the
And there is
basement
no
of the Alamo.
basement
Yeah.
of the-
It's the basement of the Alamo. Okay.
Okay.
Split. It's all coming back. It's all coming back.
What hairband was in the end of the movie?
What hairband?
Yeah, I can give you a
Like a
multiple choice
scrunchie?
if you like. Hair, 80s hairband,
Scrunchy is an 80s hairband. But go ahead.
music band,
All right, did you just say hairband?
hair, music, like hairband, like 80s hairband.
No, I think you meant like a scrunchie. And I was like,
Do you need multiple choice?
Yeah, that was-
Sure.
Okay, we'll say Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, Spinal Tap, or
I'll-
Guns N' Roses.
Motley Crue.
No.
Guns
um, who's the truck driver that sent him?
Large Marge.
There you go.
Large Marge.
What animal was on Pee-wee's slippers?
Bunnies.
Yes.
Were they pink bunnies?
I don't remember
Yeah, go ahead.
about what color.
But
they
yeah,
were.
bunnies.
Okay, it's the escaped convict that he meets named Mickey.
Uh-huh.
Told him that he went to prison for what?
Did he break someone's?
No, it's
He
something
killed-
super cheesy.
I see them driving in a convertible.
He ain't breaking kill nobody.
I see
Think
them
about something on
driving.
your bed.
Stole a pillow.
A mattress? You ever tag off a mattress?
Yes. He ripped the
I
do
see them
not
driving in
remove-
a convertible, and it was
the
something.
do not remove label. from the
Yeah,
mattress.
that's what it was.
Pee-wee is a hero and saves a bunch of animals from a burning building. What are the last animals he runs out, freaking out, holding in his hands?
A snake?
Snakes, yeah. What
remember
was the
that.
name of the waitress that he met at the dinosaur?
Mandy.
Nah.
Was it Rosie?
Nah,
Woo!
Buckshop. Bike shop in the beginning. Like, what did he buy? They picked up.
Wasn't a chain because he chained his bike like it was. Oh
No, I'm just going with
yeah.
your
It wasn't a chain because he chained his bike up like
to
fucking
get there.
Yeah,
That's when it gets stolen.
17 times. Wasn't a bell.
You're close though.
No, it wasn't a tire because he rode there. I don't know.
It was a loud horn.
Oh,
Horn.
that's what it was.
All
Son of a bitch.
right. So here's my one that was from the show. One of Pee-wee's famous lines was, "Why don't you marry it?" What did Pee-wee Herman marry on his show?
Was it his chair?
It's an inanimate object, but it is not his chair.
Why don't you? Because I know you love cherry.
It's not like normally on the show. He'd be like, "I love that. Oh, you love that? Why don't you marry it?" And he's like, "Why don't you marry it?"
Can I get some like hints here? Can I?
It's a something you eat.
Was it Mr. T cereal?
No. Yeah, it's sweet. Sugar. You had a wedding and fruit salad.
I must miss that one.
So
I would marry tacos if I could.
they are pretty We are talking.
I think. I think
Jess, what did you make?
Did you make food? No.
No.
Did you bring home food? Maybe that's what you smell, Sid. I don't smell anything. It's your wife.
All right, you guys are back.
That's why.
That's it.
You guys are back on.
Okay, we're back. She's happy about it.
You're in trouble.
Dog, go upstairs. All right, so that was the end of my Pee-wee. Did you have anything? Rest in peace there, Pee-wee. I'm sorry that happened to you. Cancer. It's a bit.
Yeah, they said that he was battling it like quietly for 6 years, and then I guess when it was like made public, or like he hadn't been doing as much, like he actually apologized to the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, but I get it. Like, it's personal, and it's like I don't need everybody worrying about me or talking about me or, tabloids having some kind of bullshit or some. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I loved the shit out of. I watched Pee-wee's Playhouse all the time. Go ahead, go outside. Go ahead. Oh, she's such a bitch. So, you got any shout outs to cunts?
I actually don't. Like, it hasn't been.
You have been cunt free?
Kind of. Like, not on wood.
Like, cunt what?
I actually have not had a run-in with any. Like, there hasn't really been anything where I think I'm okay.
I think I just like always have something. So I'm doing PD at Fells.
P. Diddy.
It's professional development. Yeah. So like teachers and anybody that works in like the school district.
So like you're not doing P. Diddy is what you're saying?
No, not P. Diddy. No puff for me. So basically like you have to have a certain amount of Act 48 credits, meaning like you just have to continue learning as well.
Mm-hmm.
So today was like climate managers. So it's like the kids that are bad in school, So the way they're doing this is they're using the auditorium and they're using the cafeteria and the gym. But they started with everyone in the auditorium and then separated them to the 3 places to talk about the same exact thing in 3 different places. So anyway, they've been using these 3 rooms. I go in the gym to check the other day to see if they're okay with their tech stuff, show them the microphone, blah, 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 whatever. So it turns out they were in the wrong room. Okay, so now they can move to the auditorium, which has a totally different setup. And here they're using a projector, not like a board.
Mm-hmm.
And she is losing her mind because we don't have a laptop for her. Okay. We tell them all, we don't provide clickers. We don't provide laptops. We don't provide speakers. Like we'll provide big speakers, but not individual speakers like per classroom. And like we don't have this stuff to like give out like candy like that. Or like the most we'll give you is a dongle, which is an adapter. But she was so fucking mad and she was being absolutely spiteful and refused to even use the fucking microphones in the auditorium. She's like, I don't need it. I'm loud. And I'm like, all right, well, and she's like, I can't borrow a laptop just even for an hour. And I'm just looking at her like, I don't even have one to give you. I can't like shit one out for you and just be like, here you go, have a laptop. Like, and then she's like, it's just an hour. And I'm sitting there thinking like, what the fuck are you getting mad at me for? So yeah, fuck you, cunt. And your friends too. So I have an interesting story that I heard. So a friend told me that she was at work recently and her husband texted her and he gave her like all questioning saying, hey, I did you order sex toys from Amazon? Mm-hmm. And, she's like, no, like, I don't know what you're talking about. He didn't, he said he thought he was ruining the surprise or something like that she ordered them. And he says, yeah, did you order them under the name Joey Swashbuckle? And she's like, what? She's telling him like, you stop fucking with me, like no one's ordering fucking Joey Swashbuckle to their house. Mm. He's like, no, I'm serious. So sends her a picture of Joey Swashbuckle on the thing with their address. And then shows a picture of a pocket pussy in a box. Like it just says pocket pussy. And then the other thing said like female male thruster.
Okay.
So she takes a picture of her Amazon to show like these are my recent orders. Like you can't change that. You can't fucking adjust that.
Someone fucking with
So,
them.
you know, shows that. So they're going back and forth. She's asking if it's like his friends or somebody's fucking with them or this and that. Then it dawns on them. Do you think it could be our son? And they went back and forth like, nah, I doubt that. I don't think that would happen. And then like, also, like, let me ask, if you happen to order like a sex toy to your home where your parents are there, wouldn't you be on that shit like fucking, you know,
Yeah,
your ass
I
to
mean,
a
it
toilet
has the
seat,
track.
like,
Yeah,
like
it
to
has,
watch so that you could grab that shit up so that no, you know what I'm saying?
It has the tracking. I would definitely for sure
Like
track
that's
it. Make
what
sure that I'm home that
that's
day.
what I'm saying. Like I would think that like I would be like on that shit. It's like having somebody drop weed off at your house or something. You know what I mean? Like you watch out for, like, you know what I mean? Like you try to be more inconspicuous, I guess. So their parents are now are talking back and forth while she's at work, trying to figure out what they're going to do because they already opened the box. They don't know whose it is. The husband keeps trying to talk her into using them. Okay. And then, you know, and so on top of it, they're going back and forth. So she tells him she's going to think on it. And then
Really though, that's a punishment for like the kid though, because like I don't think I'd be able to sleep at night. Like if I did that and like ordered them, it would like legit just be like, oh man, I just bought my parents sex toys that they're actually using.
like so second on
like,
top of
right,
that is like
right?
for the parents that you're using sex toys that your child intended to use.
Right.
If that
So like
so a couple hours go by, she says, I'll think on it, whatever. They get it, she gets a text. It was her son. He's outside using a flashlight looking for this package outside because Amazon also takes pictures to let them know.
Yeah.
Well, now her husband's freaking out, so she says, I just tape up the box and we'll just put it out there tomorrow. Like,
how old's the son?
15.
I mean, realistically, it's better him to use that than actually like get a girl pregnant. So like,
Yeah, I mean,
him.
I'd never want
Tape
to clean
sex.
that room again. I'd never want to go in
Yeah,
that
no,
kid's
I'd
room
be like,
again.
you are in charge of cleaning all of the things.
So yeah, so you know, like we were talking, and she's like, you know, it's. She said, so I decided that, you know, just wrap it up. We'll do it later. We'll leave it there in the morning. And her husband just was like, you know what? I'm just taping it now. Put it all back in the box. And then he saw his son looking for it again, and he was like, what are you looking for? He's like, oh, I got a package. Blah blah. He's like, oh, I don't know. So then he said he came out a second time looking, and he's like, let me call mom. And he's like, oh yeah, mom said she thought it was car parts and put it in the garage and handed it to him. Because, and you know, I think it was the best move because honestly, like, if he didn't get it, then he's gonna have to go the rest of his life thinking who got that, who opened that
not
package
under his name. So I mean,
right? But come on,
What we all do to use Prime.
do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my god, like it's just funny.
And I think it's funny. The mom, if I had this conversation, I would think the wife would be like, you have to talk to your boy.
Well, that was one of the suggestions, like going around the house saying, like, does anybody know who Joey Swashbuckle is? Like to, you know, be like, hey, this is your package, you know, but also like they share the same name, the father and son. So I guess like they wouldn't want the dad opening it. So let's change the name. But like, think about it. Like you order something like that and it doesn't come. You got to think what happened to it. And you can't ask about it.
Yeah.
You can't ask your parents for help. Mom, my sex toys didn't show up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Only child?
No.
Older?
Middle.
Yeah, older brother. Somebody older's got to look out. Like, you can't do that on the Prime account.
It's the only boy, though. It's the only boy. No, they're not on. They didn't order it anything that I like that they saw, like that their parents saw.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough.
The only confirmation was that the kid was saying that a package came and he was outside looking for it on a flashlight with a flashlight, and more than once looking for it.
So if you go past the limit,
And Dad was so worried about the tape that he would think that something was up with the tape. Like, this kid don't care. You just made this kid's weekend.
If I'm Dad, I'm walking past that closed door
every time.
And that door's locked. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? His room's always locked, and I never go upstairs.
That's why.
She said she never goes upstairs, and that it's always locked. So
That's why.
yeah.
But I would mess with my son. Yo! Hold on. Give me a second. What you doing in there, boy?
Are those happy tissues?
Yeah, what you doing in there? I need you now. Hurry up.
Yeah, I
I'm down
mean,
here all flustered and whatever. Took you so long. What you doing?
I told my
Why you
husband.
sweaty?
I told my husband Steve about it, and he goes, "That kid's legendary. 15 ordering fucking."
Every time he wants to shake my hand, I ain't pound that.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Yeah. Your palm and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, just to think, like, of something gone. I remember I had weed was missing when I was younger, and I still don't know what happened to it.
You
You think
someone in
about-
your family.
You
smoked
think
it.
about that stuff, though. You know what I mean?
That's happened to me before.
I was supposed to go somewhere with that. It was a good amount, and it was just
Actually,
gone.
no, I happened to me before. My mom had it. I found out. I think my uncle told me. Like, yo, you leave your stash around? Like, no, I was like, I don't think so. Oh, well, your mom found something.
Mm.
Smelled good too.
But and you can't be like, Mom, did you find what'd you find?
Yeah,
Like,
you can't say anything.
shit.
Yeah, she
You
didn't
know-
say nothing to me. I didn't say nothing to her. I found it and started picking.
Yeah, and then I also told her, I said, you got to think your kids spent money on that, and now they're out money, and they can't do anything about it.
I mean, they could use it if they wanted to.
No, I mean, if they didn't if they
Yeah.
didn't show up, if like they kept it, I don't know.
Sounds like a personal problem for that person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was
I don't
funny.
think they'd be like, oh my God, we're out money, but
No, the child, like the kid
Well,
that
I mean-
ordered it. Well, I mean, I don't know how much it is. But shit usually isn't cheap though.
Nope.
So yeah, so I had that. So don't forget to like us, or anything else you want to add before we wrap this shit
I
up.
like you.
I like me too. I like
Thank
you
you.
as well.
Thank you.
Nate, you're cool.
Yeah, that if you prime something, make sure that you're there to accept it. Like
Yes.
lesson of
Yes,
the day.
that's your moral of the story.
Be at home to accept your deliveries.
Yes. 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 And wait for it. Know when it's coming.
Yeah,
You know, be ready.
that's it.
Be ready. That's
But
my
no,
tip.
other than
That's my tip.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, don't forget to like us on Facebook. We recently hit 1,000 members on our group. So woo, thank you. I really appreciate the support, and tell your friends and have them tell their friends and so on. Also, I posted about softball. If anyone wants to join fall ball, it's on our page or on our group page. You can actually just click the link. It's pretty cheap. It's just Sunday nights, double headers for women. And that's about all I got. You good?
That's it. It's all the marbles.
All right. Looks like we cunts are out.